buying versus renting. And, there's been some crazy topics out on the media lately, and I'm not going to bash any specific network or anything, but there's this one where they're talking about how renting is more favorable than buying a home. And
I can see that in some circumstances, some situations that might apply, but to make a blanket statement like that, I think is crazy. Is crazy because not everybody's. I mean, if you have an 18-year-old kid who just got out of high school and he's just starting his job at, I don't know, Lowe's or Home Depot, should he be buying a house? Probably not.
The initial upfront cost, it's cheaper to rent.
But if you're talking about a family or even somebody who's got job or income or just a steady lifestyle, it's crazy to not do that.
Oh, I mean, it's absolutely insane. I mean, we were talking about the rental numbers before the show, and what was the rent a couple years ago here in Nashville?
June of 2017, the average rent in Nashville for a one-bedroom was $1,266, and the average rent for a two-bedroom was $1,563, which was I was actually surprised by how high that number was, and I was like, well, I wonder what it was just a couple years ago.
Right.
And even as short as like 2 years ago, July 2015. Now remember, we already said the two-bedroom was $1,563, and we go down to July this year, it was $1,269, so it's a $200 increase.
Yes.
Doesn't sound like a lot. That's $2,400 a year right there, just in a short increase. But some of the other topics down here were really cool. I wanted to see if you could guess where the highest rent for neighborhoods was in Nashville.
Highest rent?
Average, the highest rent by neighborhood. There's several, list about 20 different neighborhoods in here. So
JT, I'll give you first crack at this one.
I'm just going to, I don't really know what to guess. I'm going to guess the neighborhood we're in right here, Music Row.
It doesn't really say Music Row, but I think that falls underneath. The number one was East End, which is towards the river, downtown, Sobro. Mm-hmm. The average rent there is $2,400. Green Hills.
I was going to say that. What about the 12 South?
And then Germantown would be number 3.
Wow.
Hillsborough West End, the stadium area. And then number 5, believe it or not, is Melrose. But Berry Hill right now, they're building a ton of apartments down in Berry Hill right now to do that.